Good morning, everyone. This is Roland, Bbq Smoker Pros, Grasselton, Georgia, and we're getting ready for the weekend. We have a pickup, and then we got a haul job to Chicago. We're going to go over a Mega Godzilla. This is a Mega Godzilla. We'll go over it with the different options. This in the front here is the 12-volt jack. Super handy. It's not really that expensive as an option, but it's super handy. Now, you got to run the cord into your car because you need power for the jack. And you see it just raises. That makes life really simple, especially if you have a jacked up pickup truck or something. This is pretty heavy and the jack will save you. Now, if there's a problem with the jack or you don't have your plug, here is the jack handle. And so you can manually bring this up and down with the jack handle. Super handy, super efficient. Here is a double deep fryer, 2 stainless steel baskets. Obviously you got to fill this up with grease. You're going to fill it up to the level just to cover your baskets. It's about 4.5 gallons. On the back of this, on the bottom, I don't know if you can see it with is that brass clean out valve. You can use I call it a broken garden hose, but that's actually fits. A garden hose connection fits in there. About 6 feet of broken garden hose will drain that right out. That's your burner, and you're going to put your match. You got to put your fingers in here, but you'll feel a square hole, and that's where you put your lighter in. Obviously, that's your chimney right here. Do not put your face there. Keep your face and everything away, and you'll hook that right up to your propane tank. This is a tent light pole holder, so if you have a 10x10 tent, you can stick your pole there. Here is your big massive grill with a front clean out load door. This has locking loops on it. Hate to say it's going to Chicago. I think there's 1 or 2 thieves in Chicago. Here's your vents with your chimneys. Over here is a triple rack barn door smoker, reverse plate, 3,500 pound axles, heavy duty highway tires. Inside here is a grease nipple. And what I say is when you change the oil in your car, you should shoot more grease in there. So again, it depends on how many miles you do and everything else. That's how you service your axles. I know people are going to want to see the inside of this, so I'm going to try to use one hand. And this is a big, massive triple rack smoker. We give you about 10 inches per shelf, so you can do whole turkeys, huge hams. You can pull out that middle rack and do a monster pig in here if you like. There is your reverse plate, and in the front bottom, I don't know if you can see it there, is your drain hole, and the drain hole comes down to the pipe on the bottom. You have gauges, but the key to cooking is your meat thermometer, not the gauges. Here's a paper towel flag holder. We do have those in stock, and we can mail these throughout the country. Here's your heavy duty firebox. This gentleman got the Perfect Draft barbecue blower attachment. If you have that or want to purchase that from us, you have to tell us. We have to do some modifications. We take out the steel grate here and we drill a hole for the U-clamp. And this is the big massive firebox. That's the 1x1 angle firewood charcoal grate. There's the front of the vent. If he doesn't want to use the blower, he can put that vent back on. These are steel vents. Again, locking loops. This is his rib box. 4 massive racks with the vent in the middle that we leave the plastic on to show you that it's new. The plastic needs to be removed from your vents. All this is to be seasoned. The rib box, inside the rib box, inside your smoker, and inside your grill. Use Pam cooking spray, vegetable oil, lard. I say for the first couple of cooks, get some fatty chicken, some fatty butts, and just melt that chicken fat, that pork fat into your smoker to give it flavor and to coat the metal. Over here, he got the upgraded 4-burner griddle. Here is a little hole in the side. This is where you put your lighter. We'll try to do this with one hand here. There is your spring pin. Make sure it's locked totally into the U for safety. And there is your flat top griddle. Your front grease hole goes into your door here, and this has a little spring pin that holds the door from falling out. 4 burners. You light the first burner through that hole in the side. That will then light the second, will light the third, light the fourth. He got the awesome sink cage build-out. People have been asking me about it. Again, if you don't have the sink cage build-out, you'll have to remove your sinks every night or people can steal them. So this makes it a little more permanent location. We got him the upgraded hot chili red Gasland heater. All the knobs there are turned to the right. Just leave them to the right. There's an owner's manual. You get the box, you get a chance to read it, but basically all those knobs should be to the right. Here is your hot water. You need to connect, you can feel the heat from there, connect the burner hot water heater to your propane tank. Turn it on, and already the water is hot. Same thing here. Now make sure you have water in the water tank before you do that. You can already start seeing some steam coming up through this. These are NSF stainless steel sinks. I think you can see the logo right about there, which you need for Board of Health. Do not run the system unless you have water in the water tank. That's your opening to put the water in. Your pump on the bottom front of that water tank's a drain valve, so in the winter time, please open that up and drain all the water out of the tank. Obviously, water freezes. That will break your pump and break your heater and void your warranty. There's a front platform in the front, a great place to later add some Cajun fryers, some low country boil, so forth, or another deep fryer. And again, here's his double propane tank setup. So if you're looking for a mobile restaurant on wheels, why pay $7,000, $8,000 a month rent or more when you can get a whole mobile restaurant on wheels for thousands and thousands and less? Why buy a food truck? An old junky food truck is $50,000, $60,000, and a brand new one's $150,000, $200,000. Give us a call, holler, text. Bbq Smoker Pros, 770-866-2561, and barbecue on.